Last night at the Hog's Bog Tavern, it seemed like there was an unusual amount of gambling going on. There was a gnome, a dwarf, a human, a halfling, and a half-orc. One of them was a barbarian, one of them was a bard, one of them was a fighter, one of them was a rogue, and the remaining one was a sorcerer, but not necessarily in that order. Between the 5 of them, one person won 100 gold pieces, one lost 100 gold pieces, one of them won 100 silver pieces, one of them lost 100 silver pieces, and one of them broke even. The 5 games that these adventurers played were 3 Dragon Ante, Rodent Racing, Dark Royalty, Flechettes, and Dragon Chess. When these fine characters finally left the Hog's Bog, most of the remaining clientele spent their time trying to figure out who had done what to who. Based on the clues given below, can you figure out which game each adventurer was playing, which one of the adventurers won the most, and which one of them broke even? Number 1. The sorcerer thought that spending an evening playing dragon chess might help him hone his concentration skills. He rarely bets on the game, but he actually came out ahead for the night. Number 2. The barbarian had a grand time watching the rodent racing. Unfortunately, he had a tendency to eat the rodents that lost. Number 3. The barbarian lost the most money for the night, but at least he didn't go home hungry. Number 4. The dwarf consumed prodigious amounts of ale, but it didn't seem to affect his ability to throw flechettes. He was, however, competing against a better player, and only got mediocre results. Number 5. The big winner for the night got a pot-busting hand in the Dark Royalty game. Number 6. The human and the bard both helped protect the night's big winner when they finally went home. Number 7. The rogue won more than the sorcerer, who did better than the dwarf, who did better than the half-orc. Number 8. The bard, who is not the half-orc, kept losing his hoard at 3 Dragon Ante, but after he quit playing, he started singing and was able to collect enough in tips that he nearly broke even. It was still a loss for the night, but not too bad. Number 9. The gnome won or lost gold, but not silver. To use the worksheet, mark a cell with a dot if you find a positive correlation between one of the things along the left edge and one of the things across the top. For example, you could tell from clue number 1 that the sorcerer was playing dragon chess. Therefore, you place a dot in the cell that associates dragon chess on the left with sorcerer across the top. Once you find a positive correlation, you can mark off 4 associated negative correlations along each axis. For example, if you have a dot in the cell for dragon chess and sorcerer, you can place an X in each of the following cells: dragon chess and barbarian, dragon chess and bard, dragon chess and fighter, dragon chess and rogue, dark royalty and sorcerer, flechettes and sorcerer, rodent racing and sorcerer, and finally 3 Dragon Ante and sorcerer. If you can establish 4 negative correlations in a group along one axis, you have proven that the 5th cell in that group is the positive correlation. As above, if you mark a positive correlation with a dot in the cell, mark the negative correlations along the other axes with an X.